Hey there friends, let's talk about Zomedica. So I haven't talked about Zomedica in quite a while, and Zomedica is making a lot of waves here lately. It's starting to get the attention of investors again going into the new year here. And a lot of that is because it's becoming a new year. A lot of people are selling their old, buying new, and they're looking for new things, especially right now that the market is just completely trashed. Well, somewhat trashed. Today, we actually saw a little bit of an uptick, and Jerome Powell said some things, and it somewhat turned the market around just a tiny hair little bit, but obviously not enough here, but yet we are seeing green. I think most people right now are seeing a lot of green around the board. It's not a lot, but we'll take it at this point. But talking about Zomedica, going into next year with Zomedica, obviously there's not going to be another big spike like Zomedica had this February with their new revolutionary product coming out, in which that was Truforma. I believe I said that wrong, maybe I didn't. If I didn't, I'm sure some nice person will tell me that in the comments, so thank you ahead of time. But anyway, talking about that, they have not seen a lot of revenue come in yet from that product. They are still waiting. In their last quarterlies, they lost money still. And frankly, this is still a company that is very much in growing pains. But with that too, the other big thing that happened this year with the Zomedica was the recent merger and acquisition of M&A. So that potentially, now them working with this company, this could really bring in some bigger and better news going into 2022 here. Now, looking at, just what's a daily chart on what Zomedica looks like here, obviously this is a penny stock, anything under $5, but obviously it is in a cent range here. Now lately, what I've been saying about a lot of things here, with the market being the way it is right now, we don't know really what's happening from one day to the next here. What we do know is that more than likely, the rest of the year, the rest of December here, the small time we have in December, it's probably going to be a washout. It's just more than likely this is going to be a washout. As you can see here, right here on the chart, volume is pretty much, look at this, it's like pretty much staying the same here. It's trying to get back in this 40-cent range, but is not having a lot of success. We're actually just seeing it steadily, slowly move down. There's still quite a few old investors that are still holding it, and you're still seeing a little bit of play in it, but really not that much at all. In the past 4 days here, we've had an average volume of around right under 12 million. So for my long-term friends here, what I would say with Zomedica, long-term, I like Zomedica. There's so much we know about Zomedica. Zomedica has had so much attention here in 2021. And what's good about that is that when Zomedica has a little more attention, the next big thing that Zomedica does, it's really going to help, and it's really going to spike the stock probably quite a bit. And I don't think it would be that hard to see Zomedica walk back up into a dollar zone here going into 2022. Now, that time frame of when that can happen, I don't really know, friends, and if somebody's telling you that they do know, I would be very careful listening to that person, because what we do know is that we don't know where the market is headed here going into January and February. Now, obviously, it's the end of the year. A lot of people are selling out their stocks. They're trying to get their taxes right going into the new year. They're selling their losses, buying in new things. And there's just a lot of shuffling going around right now. And just, the overall market is just completely on life support at this moment. There's not a lot going on. So if you're looking to buy Zomedica and see this turn around here the next few weeks, as a short play, I think you're going to be very disappointed. I really think this is something that you're going to have to spend time with, have patience with, and pretty much coddle and take a risk. And believe it or not, there's still a lot of these analysts saying that they very much are interested in seeing what Zomedica is going to do here in the near future, and that they still give it a buy rating. And not that I personally believe you should base your investing behavior off these articles and these sort of things, but it is a good sign for just the general sense of where people are with it. And I'm going to be quite honest, if we were not seeing the market where we see the market right now in such a bad situation, I really do think Zomedica would be sitting around a 50 to 60 cents bid price right now. So things that we do know right now that are positive for Zomedica going into 2022. Obviously, they have their new product, Truforma. They had the M&A merger, and we know that they have quite a bit of cash on hand. Don't forget, there in February, they took a stock offering that brought them in quite a bit of money, plus the release of their new product. So, like I said, this is a company that's still very much growing pains. Still very much in growing pains. And you know what? If you love penny stocks, personally, I think this is a very safe penny stock. And I say that just because of the overall hype around this. And it's still a very sought out and still very looked at stock. And if you can get in this for around 30 cents, especially around this 35-cent zone, I think you're going to have a very safe situation. But do not be surprised that if the market continues to bleed here, the rest of December, we could definitely see some 20s hitting here in Zomedica, you know, a 20-cent range, somewhere around the high 20s, hopefully not low 20s, but, you know, we could definitely see that plummet to that situation. So friends, I'm bullish on Zomedica. I like it. We've been watching Zomedica quite a bit. It's been quite the year with it. I know a lot of people have made money on it. I know a lot of people have lost money on it. All that said, I want to wish everyone the best of luck with it. Remember, be positive, be you, friends. Take time to invest in your future. It's a new year. There's a lot of hot deals out there right now, and there's just too many to talk about. With all that said, I will talk to you very soon. Take care, friends. Bye, everyone.